Hello, Taurus, and welcome to this, your May 1st through May 15th reading and predictions. For those of you who are new here, thank you so much for trusting and clicking on this video. And for those of you who are returning, thank you for continuing to support this channel. Let's dive right in. Taurus, the last reading that I did for you was wild. It was completely out of my routine. It didn't even follow what I normally do. It threw me for a loop. I don't know if it threw you guys for a loop. Your last reading showed that there was a temptation on your part to return to the past, to go back to an old relationship, to stay in your comfort zone. Um, and I get it. I get it. When our lives get turned upside down, we look for comfort. But at the end of your reading, the cards indicated that you needed to move forward, potentially even into a new relationship. So let's dive in. Let's see what the cards are telling us. We are getting called over here to the itty bitty witch deck. Where are the Taurans now? What's going on for Taurus? We have the Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles is about looking for a new direction and maybe deciding to do some traveling. We have the Eight of Wands coming in and the High Priestess. Okay, let's start off with this Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles is about deciding on a new direction. Sorry, the lighting's not very good there. Deciding on a new direction and heading out into the world. The Page of Pentacles may indicate some travel in the near future for you, Taurus. So, don't know if you're planning on any travel, but this is a pretty good indication that you might be debating booking a trip. I'm not picking up, Taurus, that this is indicating a move. Sometimes this page, the Page of Pentacles, can indicate a move for the purposes of a work-related type move, career move. But that's not what I'm picking up here for you. What I'm picking up is that this is more about travel, recreational travel, potentially, I want to say for a very, very small few of you. Um, for a very small few of you, this may represent almost like a scouting type mission where you're going to go on a vacation with it kind of in the back of your head. Ooh, I wonder if I might move here someday. But for most of you, I'm picking up that this is more of a recreational type thing. You're thinking, you know, maybe it's time to go out. I do want to say, too, for a lot of you who have traveled in the past to the same location over and over and again, this is coming up for me. Get out of your comfort zone, Taurus. I don't know why this keeps coming up, but you are being pushed by the universe, Taurus, to get out of your comfort zone. Go somewhere you've never gone before. Just as a suggestion, this is a general reading. Let me remind you, this is a general reading for all the Taurans out there, so it's not going to resonate for everyone. But I am sensing that for a lot of you Taurans, you've been in a comfort zone, you've been in a rut, and it is time, like you're just got this craving to go spread your wings and head off into the sunset and do something new and exciting. That may be making you feel a little bit like this Eight of Wands here. And the Eight of Wands is about feeling like you've got a few too many things going on, like you're caught up in this storm. You can even see it here on the picture, that it does look like there's a tornado coming in here. The character almost looks like it's Dorothy, and she's got so many wands up in the air, she can't keep track of all of them. So the Eight of Wands can indicate that here, as you move from the end of April into early May, it may feel like you've got a lot going on, and that may be why you are considering heading out on a vacation. Now, I can hear some of you saying, "Oh, I can't go on a vacation. I've got this going on and that going on, and I have to wait until I resolve this and wait till I resolve that and wait till." Don't wait, Taurus. Don't wait. The message that I've got coming in for you, Taurus, is it's time for you to get out of your comfort zone and stop putting everything aside, waiting for tomorrow to come. One of the things that, I mean, you can go on YouTube. You're on YouTube now. You can search on YouTube for people who are at end of life and what their biggest regrets are. And if you watch 2 or 3 of those videos, you're going to come to realize, Taurus, that people's biggest regrets are putting things off because they felt like they were too busy. They felt like they had this tornado going on all the time, and oh, I'm too busy, and oh, I'm overwhelmed, and oh, I have this going on, and I have that going on, and I have this going. And all of a sudden, now they find themselves at the age of whatever, or even for that matter, if they have an illness and they're facing end of life and they're going, if only I had. And I really get this sense deeply for you at this time, Taurus, that it is time for you to step out of that comfort zone and step up and step into your life and start living your life instead of waiting and putting things off. The other card that you have here in where you're at now is the High Priestess. The High Priestess asks us to do our meditations, to take time to tap into our intuition each day. If we are having trouble making a decision and we're not sure which way to go, what we're doing, this card says take the 5 minutes, put a little bit of time aside, and tap deeply into the heart center, into do that, the they call it the heart brain coherence or the mind heart coherence, where you connect your heart into your mind. And this is really what the High Priestess is talking about for you, Taurus, at this time. Let's dive into what you are focusing on. Where are we going? Okay, interesting. We're going over here. I'm going to just pause this for 1 second here, Taurus. Sorry about that, Taurus. There was a little bit of a draft coming in. I hadn't quite closed a door when I came in. Okay, what are the Taurans focusing on for the first half of May? What are you focusing on? Okay, we've got 2 cards that fell out. We've got some more. We've got this card. It's turned the wrong way. And I just dropped a card in my lap. Yep, that card that was turned the wrong way has come out. So we do have 4 cards out so far for you for what you are focusing on here, Taurus. Let's take a look. The first 2 cards that slipped out of the deck, we have the King of Pentacles and the Nine of Wands. The card that landed in my lap is the Tower. And the last card to slip out is the Four of Swords. Okay, let's start with the King of Pentacles. Anytime we have a king come up in the tarot, the kings are all about someone who has achieved great success, is knowledgeable in what they are doing. And when the kings appear, it often means that they're bringing us some advice. So watch for some advice. King, of course, King of Pentacles is about money and finances. So this is telling me, Taurus, that one of the things that you're focusing on and potentially putting your life on hold for is because you're waiting for some advice to come in about your money and your finances. Next card that you have in what you are focusing on, you have the Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands is about having overcome some type of conflict, some type of challenge, and you're now in that place of saying, oh, I've overcome something and I can breathe again. You are focusing on achieving this state of, look at the character. The character is standing there proudly holding her wand, and yet she is in a very relaxed state. You have the Tower coming in here. The Tower represents sudden, unexpected changes in our lives, something that we don't see coming. This is something that sometimes sweeps us off our feet because we don't see it coming. It's very unexpected. Some people say that they hate seeing the Tower come up in readings. A lot of people approach the Tower and the Tower energy with a whole bunch of intrepidation. I like to tell people the Tower is about change. There are 3 definites in life. One of them we're hoping to eliminate soon, and that would be taxes. And the other 2 that are definite in life that we can't do anything about, death and change. We can't do anything about it. We cannot stay in our comfort zones forever, Taurus. It's impossible. And when we accept that change is a constant in our lives, when the Tower appears, we then have the opportunity to recognize, oh, here's another change. The sooner I accept this change, the sooner I can move on. And just in my own life, from experience, as much as change can sometimes be uncomfortable, the reason change happens is to move us outside of our comfort zone and present us with new opportunities. And I really feel like the reason that the Tower is appearing in what you are focusing on, because most people would not focus on trying to manifest a Tower moment, unless, of course, they were stuck in a rut and resisting change. And if they're stuck in their comfort zone and saying, but yeah, maybe I need to get out of my comfort zone and go on a trip and explore the world and see things differently. A Tower moment will push you outside of your comfort zone, but it will also open new doors of opportunity, maybe some advice about our money. And given that you have the Tower coming up right after the 9 of Wands, I suspect that you're in the process right now of overcoming something big with this 9 of Wands here. And you were thinking, I'm just going to sit back for a little bit, sit in my comfort zone, and life comes along and says, oh, no, you don't. Get out there and explore the world. Okay, the other card that you have in your focus is the 4 of Swords. 4 of Swords is the card that I like to call the little quiet hermit. This is a card calling you and asking you to take time for yourself, self-care, go within, meditate. And you also have the High Priestess asking you that in your meditations, you actually pay attention to your intuition. Where does our intuition usually speak to us loudly? When we're in a state of meditation or pulling back from the busyness of the world. Let's move into difficult influences for you, Taurus. Difficult influences and challenges. This reading is a little less scattered than your than your last reading. All right. So, in your difficult influences, you have the 6 of Wands, and the 6 of Wands is about triumphing over some type of challenge or some type of difficulty. It's about you've met the challenge head on and you're ready to move forward from it. But this is coming up in your difficult influences. So I'm just going to pause this. Sorry about that. My son was on his way out the door. All right. So the Six of Wands is about triumphing over a challenge, over an adversity. And this is coming up in your difficult influences, Taurus. So this is about you feeling like you shouldn't be feeling good about overcoming a challenge. Also, in your difficult influences, you have the Eight of Pentacles. And the Eight of Pentacles is about doing your daily work. It's about perhaps brushing off the resume, dusting off that resume. It's about brushing up on our skills, perhaps taking some seminars, and it's about making sure that we're at the top of our game. These two cards coming out in your difficult influences, Taurus, are telling me that you don't really feel like you're at the top of your game right now. You don't feel like you deserve to be in the position or the place that you're in. I I get this sense, Taurus, that there's something coming in for you about money with this King of Pentacles here. Whether it's advice about money or physically money coming into you, I'm not sure. But I get the sense that you're feeling undeserving of it in some way, shape, or form. You're not. You are deserving of it, or it wouldn't be landing in your lap, whether that be some really valuable advice or information about your financial position, or whether the news is about physical money coming your way, some type of settlement or something like that. I'm getting I'm getting that there is some news coming to you with this King of Pentacles. There's some news coming to you about finances, and it's good news. It's positive news. I'm not sensing that the money is physically arriving yet. Um, and that's probably why you got this card here too, because the part of it is you spending some time in quiet contemplation about your finances and the word that keeps coming up is your deservedness of being in a good financial position at this time. Let's move into messages the universe wants you to hear at this time. Messages the universe wants you to hear at this time. Oh my goodness. Another card confirming that you need to be spending more time meditating, going within, spend time paying attention to your intuition, journey within. Journey within. You have the High Priestess here and you have the Four of Swords here, and now you have Journey Within. And Taurus, express your feelings. Express your feelings. Don't be afraid to express your feelings. You've got the Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands is about having overcome challenges. You have the Six of Wands. It's about overcoming challenges. It's about triumphing. So embrace that. There is something in here that you don't feel deserving of your successes, but you are. Okay. What is coming up? Unexpected. Unexpected for Taurus. Unexpected. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Okay. So the one card came out by itself. It is the Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles right here. She is the flowering card. She is the abundant queen. She is, it's funny that you have both the King and the Queen of Pentacles, indicating possible relationship again. All right. And then you have all of this. This is a lot. It came out in a big pile. So what we're going to do is we're going to mix this up, Taurus. We're going to ask the cards to give us one or two more cards with regards to what is unexpected. Unexpected for Taurus for first half of May. All right. 3 times through. There's 1, 2, and 3rd time through. Come in. There we go. Okay. All right. In your unexpected, Taurus, you have, as I mentioned already, this Queen of Pentacles. She is the flowering card. She is the most abundant queen in the deck. She is all about coming into her own. She's about flowering. She is about sharing. And you have the King of Pentacles over here and what you are focusing on. And then in your unexpected, you have the flowering card, the Queen of Pentacles. And as I've mentioned before, I believe it was actually in your last reading, when you have a king and queen that come out, particularly king and queen from the same suit, it can sometimes indicate the coming together of two people. This may be about you getting some news about finances. And it, I mean, either way, this is about money for you, Taurus. It's about money. It's about you feeling like you're not deserving of the money. And it's about you, the Page of Pentacles as the very first card that we had in your reading. Um, it's about you feeling undeserved of it and not wanting to spend it. And yeah, just a lot of that's coming up. And then you also have the Eight of Pentacles coming up in your unexpected. We already saw the Eight of Pentacles in your reading. Eight of Pentacles comes up right here in your difficult influences. So you now have the Eight of Pentacles twice. Just a reminder, Eight of Pentacles is about doing your normal everyday work while at the same time improving your skills, taking some classes, some seminars, leveling up in some way. The fact that you have the Eight of Pentacles in your difficult influences and in your unexpected is an indication that whatever you're doing with regards to money, finances, work, job, career, there's a necessity at this time to continue to plug away at what you're doing daily, that ordinary feeling about it, continue to do your work, but also be in a position where you're working towards leveling up, taking some classes, some seminars, learning more about your trade. And with the Page of Pentacles at the beginning, it could be that one of the things that you're considering is a career change, but you're not there yet. You're still feeling this overwhelm from this Eight of Wands here. So, yeah, I'm going back over here to this Tower. There's something coming up for you, Taurus, that I'm getting the sense that this Tower is going to help you to see that even from the what you may consider ordinariness and your daily life and your daily grind and so on, something is going to change or shift there. There are going to be some courses, some seminars, something that you want to take in order to level up your skills. And that's going to encourage you to get out in the world, get out of your comfort zone. There it is again. Nope, we're going over here again. Yeah, getting out of your comfort zone. It's coming up again. Final general overall outcome for Taurus. And we have just a ton of cards coming out. Okay. All right. So we do have quite a number of cards that jumped out here. Okay. Let's mix these up for Taurus for final general overall outcome. All right, for Taurus, final general overall outcome. 2 or 3 cards, please. Come on. Clearly the cards don't want to talk. There's one card out. All right, one. Final general overall outcome. Final general overall outcome. Now we have our cards on the floor. Okay. The first card that jumped out for us was the Sorrow card. The Sorrow card corresponds to the Nine of Swords. Nine of Swords is the card of catastrophism, worry. It's the card of lying awake in bed at night. Oh my goodness, worst case scenario. With this Tower card coming up in your focus, it's not surprising to see the Sorrow card come out if you're trying to manifest some change in your life. You may also be lying awake in bed at night thinking about what's coming up for you. There are ways around it, including going more deeply into meditation and intuition, Taurus. Meditation and intuition. Meditation and intuition are going to help you come out on top of this. You have the receptivity card. This card corresponds to the Queen of Water or Queen of Cups. Be receptive to what's coming in. Ooh, interesting, right? Be receptive to what is coming in. Journey within. Take a step back into meditation. Pay attention to your intuition. Taurus, you have 4 cards in your reading right now that are all indicating that whatever you are doing for spiritual practice, whether you want to call it spiritual practice or not, call it self-care, whatever you want to call it, these cards are indicating that there is a deep, deep necessity for you to be creating space in your life to quiet this and tap into this. Okay. Quiet the mind, tap into the heart center, because there is information that wants to come out, that wants to help you. Finally, the last card in your reading is the Change card. This card corresponds to the Wheel of Fortune from the Major Arcana. This card is the card of good fortune. This is the card indicating spin that wheel and it doesn't matter which way it turns. Good things are actually coming to you. Despite this Tower card coming up, like I said, even when the Tower card came up, I view this card as acceptance of change. Change opens new doors and new opportunities for us. And essentially, the Wheel of Fortune is similar, but the Wheel of Fortune has less of a sense of coming out of the blue, right? The Tower is more of a, oh wow, where did that come from? I didn't see that coming. Um, and this is more of a sense of, okay, I am ready for change. I welcome it. Thank you for bringing it to me. So, to wrap up your reading really, really quickly, let's do a quick roundup here. There is a possibility that you are planning some travel to a new destination, not to the same old, same old. You are getting outside of your comfort zone. You have 4 cards in your reading indicating that you need to make time to connect to your intuition and connect to who you are and who you want to be, who you are presenting out to the world. There is an indication here that there is some advice coming to you about money, potentially even some kind of settlement or money coming your way. You've overcome a lot of challenges, and yeah, you are ready for some change in your life. All right, Taurus. Let's move on to the last portion of this reading. If this video has resonated for you, please consider hitting that like button and subscribing. And if you are interested in booking a private consultation with me, I am available and my details are down below. Bring to mind your yes, no question. Ask it quietly in your mind several times as I shuffle the cards. And cards, could we please have one card? That is not one card. That would be 5. All right. Could we please have one card to answer Taurus's yes, no question for early May? One card, please. There we go. There is our one card. Okay, Taurus. In response to your question, the answer is yes. Yes. Okay. Thank you so much. I look forward to having the honor of doing your next reading for you at the beginning of May. Thank you so much.